Hey guys, welcome to my intro course on how to DJ created by me, DJ Dollskill. Part 1 is getting started it's an overview of the hardware and software that we use. These courses have a lot of information in them, so that's why I decided to break it down into 5 different topics. And I just hope that you guys don't feel like overwhelmed or anything because there is a lot of info. So if you have any questions, please ask me in the comment section. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please like and subscribe to my channel for more content. Hey guys, it's DJ Dollskill here. Welcome to my DJ course. These courses are for beginner DJs or DJs that would like to fine-tune their skills. We'll be covering 5 different topics, and we're starting with our first topic today, an overview of DJ gear and the setup process. So today we're diving into the world of DJ gear, breaking down the different types of setups you can choose from. Whether you're looking to just upgrade or you're starting out, understanding options will help you find the right gear for your style and your budget. So first we're going to cover standalone DJ systems. Let's start with the standalone systems. There are all-in-one units that don't require a laptop. I own 2 different standalone setups. The first one is this smaller one right here, and it's a Numark controller called the Numark Mixstream Pro, and the bigger one I have right here is the Denon, and it's the Engine Prime 4. They're designed for professional use. Standalone systems like the Pioneer XDJ XZ are also good options. They have multiple channels, the ability to load tracks from a USB card. They're powerful and reliable. Professional setups are great. You don't have to be tethered to a computer. However, they tend to be on the more pricier side, making them a much more significant investment. My Engine Prime 4 Plus was about $2,000, but on the other hand, my Mixstream Pro was only $400 because I scored a great deal on eBay. So really, the Mixstream Pro is a great option for DJs that are just starting out. I think it retails at $750. It's still great for a standalone. The Numark only has 2 tracks. The Denon has 4 different tracks you can play at the same time. The Denon has a lot more complex effects and filters and other options, but we're not going to get into that today. Another option for a more budget-friendly controller is to get a controller that you connect to a laptop. Okay, now that we've covered the hardware, let's move on to the software. There are several different programs that are very popular, including Serato, Rekordbox, and Engine Prime. Now, some DJs are very much in favor of Serato, while others are big fans of Rekordbox, but honestly, you guys, they do exactly the same thing. The program that you use will be dependent upon the type of hardware that you have. If you own a Denon controller, then you're going to want to use the Engine Prime. If you have a Pioneer controller, which is industry standard and the most popular brand, then you're going to use Rekordbox. Now, open your DJ software. If this is your first time using it, you might need to install specific drives for your controller. Follow any setup prompts carefully. Once that's done, head to the settings menu in your software. Here you can configure your audio output and mapping settings to ensure everything runs smoothly. Make sure your audio output is set to your controller or external sound card. Alright, now I want to talk about organizing your music library. With your gear connected and software set up, it's time to organize your music library. Create folders on your laptop for different genres and moods and start building playlists. If your software allows it, analyze your tracks to detect BPMs and key signatures. This will be invaluable during your mixes. Testing and calibration. Before you start mixing, it's important to test your setup. Load a track onto one of the decks and play it through your headphones. Adjust the volume, EQ, and crossfader to ensure everything is working as expected. If something sounds off, check your connector and settings. Additional tips. Lastly, consider the environment where you're setting up. Make sure your area is well ventilated and that you have access to power outlets. If you're planning to DJ in different locations, a portable laptop, stand, and good headphones are worth investing in. And that's your basic setup. With your gear ready to go, now start practicing and perfecting your mixes. Stay tuned for our next video where we'll dig into the structure of music and how to use it to create smooth transitions. Thanks for joining me today, guys. I look forward to seeing you again.